What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make Secret Neighbor, the neighbor case map. This is part 5, and in this one, we're going to be finishing off the actual house itself, which includes any details around it. So, like, you know, the crap on the roof and whatever else. It does not include, like, the car there or the, like, barrels in the corner here. It's not any of that. It's just the base house and anything that is directly connected to it, which includes, I guess, against walls. Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Let's start doing some of the, I guess, final touches for the house. I hope we'll be able to finish it in this part, but I guess you will have known from the intro. I don't know yet. I'm just assuming that I'm going to. So we're going to start on this roof on the left, the very large flat one that you can actually access in the game if you're familiar with it. You want to start by getting out the following materials. This is going to be a mess. I am warning you of materials and stuff. Get out mangrove planks, bamboo slabs, warp slabs, oak stairs, acacia planks, pale oak signs, polished deep slate, mangrove signs, and we'll go with the cauldron. That'll get us barely anything, but it's fine. So you want to head towards the back of the roof where you have this window in the cyan concrete wall. And you're going to trace that window directly down to the yellow terracotta on the floor. And on it, you're going to place an upside down oak stair facing. If you're looking at this wall, it'll be to the right, like so. Right of it, you'll have an upside down stair facing left, and then you'll extend either of those towards you an additional one. Place warp slabs on the back oak stairs, which are the ones closest to that wall, and then left of, I guess, the original oak stairs, we'll just place 2 mangrove planks. Extend either plank up by 2, and then place bamboo slabs on the top. From the front left upside down oak stair, you're going to place a warped plank extending towards you from it. Just use slabs to make it. And on top of that, you'll place a whelp slab. Going to the right, you want to take this quartz pillar corner, and not the bottom one, but one up. You're going to actually break this quartz brick and replace it with a polished deep slate with a mangrove button off the right. This is the sonar button if you're familiar. On the ground off that pillar, you'll count left by 1 and place an acacia plank with a pale oak sign off the front of it. There's a couple more of those dotted around, but I'm not going to worry about them just yet. If you start kind of counting forward on this right side here, you're going to take the second cyan concrete and place a cauldron off of it. Again, we'll probably need some of these again, but we're just going to clear our inventory as we go because I think that makes more sense. So start by getting out the following now. Spruce planks, and nether brick stairs, dark oak trapdoors, pale oak trapdoors, spruce signs, beehives, oak slabs, barrels, and we might just leave it at that, actually. I don't really see anything else that would make sense. So, well, no, we'll go skeleton skull, actually. On top of this acacia plank, you're going to place a skeleton skull facing into the wall. Heading more towards the left, if you're not in line with this front like warp thing, you're going to count towards you an additional 1 and then go left to not the last dark oak plank, but the second to last, and just place a beehive. Direction of the notch doesn't really matter. I'll just have it facing away because I don't have it facing this way, so. But I wouldn't really overthink it. This little gap you have here in the roof where this quartz pillar sticks over, you're going to just kind of place spruce planks to fill that in. Forgot about that. Thankfully, there's actually stuff up here. I would have 100% missed that had there not been, you know, stuff on this roof that we're doing now. Anyway, where the cauldron is, you want to, from it, count to the right by 4 and place a dark oak trap door. Extend it towards you by 2, forward diagonally left, forward 2, forward diagonally left, and then forward 1. The row of 3 that is closest to you, you'll take the front trapdoor, count left by 2, and place a beehive. From the back row of 3, you're technically doing 2 things, but you're going to start by taking the front one and counting left by 2 and placing a pale oak trapdoor. Go back diagonally right, right 2, back diagonally right, and then right by 1. So it should look like this. Try to keep the trapdoor directions facing the same way, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter all that much. Take, not the furthest right pale oak trapdoor, but one to the left, and from it you'll count back 2 and left by 1 and place a spruce plank with a spruce sign off the front. Heading back to the dark oak trapdoors, you're going to, behind the backmost one, place a nether brick stair and extended right by 1. From this point, you're going to just continually go back from either of these with an upside down nether brick stair and then up with a nether brick stair, and you're going to keep doing this kind of staircase thing until you should just run into the smooth course. You don't want to break anything, you just want to kind of hit it, and then that's where you'll stop on both. And yeah, that is how you get to the upper attic. Or not upper attic, upper roof, I guess. It's not an attic because it's not inside. I guess you can actually access the attic from up there, though. Either way. Below that, you want to kind of head all the way into the front left-hand corner. I guess this, we'll call it the furthest left cyan concrete on this wall. It's this one right here. You can see above me I have this, like, spruce of the roof that overhangs. You'll count right by 1 from this, and you'll break the next 2 cyan. Above that, you'll break another row of 2 that extends off the left and right an additional 1, so it's a row of 4. And then the row above that, you'll break above the rightmost 3 of the previous row. That'll access the room that'll eventually be... Wow, this interior is big. I never noticed that. Because I build the rooms, or I build the house up as I build the rooms, so I never see the interior empty like that. That is actually kind of jarring. Anyway, to the right of this little nether brick staircase, you want to take the... It'll be the next, like, full row of blocks. So this single block here, you have 3 slabs, and off of these 3 blocks, specifically, you want to place dark oak trapdoors to open up against them. In addition, I'm actually going to make them upside down, because you want to have also 3 more to the left, which would be off the upside down slabs. And you can crouch place and just bring each of these all the way down to the ground with dark oak trapdoors, and they'll all be open in this direction to, you know, do whatever. Again, try to make sure that they're all either upside down or right side up. If you ended up making them right side up and you're like, well, now I gotta switch them all, don't worry about it. Just like you would place it off the floor instead, I guess. Of the thing. I worded that weirdly, but whatever. You should have this. I forget what that is. I think it's just like a random panel of something. I don't remember what though. From this point, we're going to head back to the left where that acacia plank was, this guy. Trace it all the way forward to the frontmost dark oak plank, which is technically on the left side of the house, but just so we're clear. From that, you'll count back diagonally left by 1 and place a spruce plank with a spruce sign off the right of it. From the plank specifically, you'll count to the 3rd dark oak plank to the right, and go back by 1 and place an oak slab. You're going to go back diagonally right and up twice, but it'll be by half a block when you're going up, so it'll be an upside down oak slab and then a regular oak slab like so. Below that end oak slab, you'll place a barrel facing what should be left to right. And you'll bring it both back diagonally left and forward diagonally right, with barrels preferably all facing the same direction. There's, I think, 2 things left on this roof. That doesn't include the hole. We can actually do the hole right now, I guess. Take the backmost barrel on this thing you just made and count right by 3 and break this dark oak plank along with 1 to the right. Doing almost the exact same thing we did there, you're breaking a row of 4 behind that row of 2, which will extend 1 off the left and right. But instead of breaking back the right 3, we'll break back the left 3. That is specific for a different reason, because there's a trampoline directly under this, so you'll kind of see that when we get there, but... you can clear your inventory anyway and get out the following. We needed a couple of those, I think, but it's not a huge deal. It's like 2, I think. Spruce stairs. Warp stairs. Warped planks. Acacia planks. Stripped acacia wood. Pale oak signs. Oak trapdoors. Warp trapdoors, and we'll go chiseled bookshelves. So from this furthest right barrel, well, actually, what we can do instead, I think it'll make more sense, is if we take, like, of this hole we just made in the roof, you'll take the back right-hand dark oak plank, which is this one, kind of in the corner. From it, you'll count back one, right by one, acacia plank with a pale oak sign off the right. From that acacia plank, you'll count forward by 3 and right by 2 and place a stripped acacia wood facing up with a pale oak sign off each of the 4 sides. This is a barrel, I want to say? I think it changes. The design changes later, but I don't remember. Forward diagonally right from that, you'll place an upside down spruce stair facing to the right. I'm going to place it off the sign because I'm cool. And because it's just easier. Extend that stair forward by 1, and then right of either of those, you'll place upside down spruce stairs facing left. Right of this front row of stairs, you're going to break 3 dark oak planks in the floor and replace them with warped planks. Going left to right, you'll place an upside down warp stair facing right that is on top of this. Then one facing back, and then one facing left. And if you look at it from the back, it should look like this. You'll copy those stairs one more time. Place an oak trap door on the center upside down top stair. That was a weird sentence. And off the back of the, I guess the front of this technically, but it's the actual back side of the bookshelf itself where you're looking at a flat wall. You'll take the bottom center upside down stair and place an acacia plank behind it with a pale oak sign off of it. Count left by 2 from that, and on this dark oak plank you're placing 2 chiseled bookshelves. I have it, for whatever reason, I have one facing towards the spruce and then one facing right, which will kind of look like this. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's what I did, so I figure I would mention it. On top of the front spruce stairs here, this set, you're going to place 2 warp trap doors, each on top of one another, above either stair that are on the, like, front half like so. And you'll have to crouch to place the top ones, at least. Should look like this. Not quite done, though, this part, at least. There's one other thing to do on this roof after. We're going to, I think, no, we will actually get out stuff for. We might as well. Get out skeleton skulls? Pale oak trap doors, that was what the other thing was that I just was like not remembering there. Dark prismarine stairs. Dark oak stairs. Grindstones. Where are grindstones? They're in here, but I never can remember where. There they are. I was soul lantern so close. Acacia fence gates. Smooth quartz slabs. And we're gonna go pale oak fence gates. That is not pale oak. There we go. And spruce trap doors, I think. We have the chest, right? Yeah, we do. So, on top of the acacia plank, you're placing a skeleton skull facing into the warp. That should be expected. Off of each of the warp trapdoors, the like front of them, and this spruce stair here, you're going to crouch and place pale oak trapdoors to open up against them, which kind of gives you this double layered wall almost. I can't remember if I did that because the warp is see-through, or for some other reason that I can't think of, but yeah. Or as in, like, it was actually 2 colors, I guess, would be that reason. You want to start heading kind of backwards and to the left till you find this acacia plank right here, this guy. See, it's kind of next to that hole. You want to, from it, count back by 3 and right by 3 and place a dark oak stair facing left. Could have also counted back diagonally right, but whatever. To the right of that, you'll place a dark prismarine stair facing right, and then right of that, a dark prismarine stair facing left. Behind either of those dark prismarine stairs, you're going to place more dark prismarine stairs facing forward, and then in front of them, you're going to place stairs facing back. On top of the back set of stairs, which is this set, you're going to just crouch and place 2 grindstones on top of each other that kind of are like pointed left to right. Essentially, I guess if you're looking from the, I guess they're going to be the left side of the house, but we're calling the front right now, you'll see the longer side of the grindstone like so. On the frontmost stairs here, you're going to crouch and place 2 acacia fence gates on top of one another. And if you head to like the inside, you're going to open them towards the front like so. On top of both the grindstones and acacia fence gates, you'll place smooth quartz slabs. And that is the little bathtub teleporter. I'm not going to ask how this guy is a bathtub that can teleport. I would love one of those. Anyway, around the perimeter of a couple roofs here, but mainly this one is what we're concerned about, we have these pale oak fence gates. I'm not sure what they are. They almost look like those, like, long... I forget what they are. Like, the long light strips, though. I don't think they're LED. I want to say they're LED, but I don't think that's right. Not incandescent, because that would be light bulb. Whatever, the long, like, strips. It reminds me of those. But anyway, on the top row of stairs on the back here, you're going to leave the first 3 dark oak stairs open, and then place pale oak... Or first... Is it first 3? First 4, and then place the next 3 pale oak fence gates. They're not open or anything, they're just there. And then you'll leave another gap of 4 and place 3 more. That should leave you a stair and a slab to the corner. On the opposite side, you'll have a stair or slab and 4 stairs, and then 3 pale oak fence gates. Then a gap of 6, 3 pale oak fence gates. Then a gap of 6. 3 pale oak fence gates, and that should leave you with 5 at the end. On the front, you're going to leave the first 4 in total open, so 1 slab, 3 stairs, and you'll have 3 fence gates. That was not 3. Then a gap of 3, 3 fence gates, and that's all. There's something else, though, here that we can actually do. If you continue counting right to the 7th stair, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, you want to, off of the top of this stair, place 2 spruce trap doors extending out. You'll have to crouch place them again. You can crouch and fly at the same time. Like, if you're on controller, what would it be? It'd be right stick down and A or X, depending on what controller you're using, and it'll freeze you in place. Or again, just on PC, it's space shift or space control. I think it's control on Java for some reason. I could be wrong. I don't know. I forget. I haven't played Java in a hot minute. Right of each of those trapdoors, you'll place another set of trapdoors anyway. And then heading to the right a little bit, you're going to take of the porch peak here, this one. You want to take not the backmost dark oak plank, but the one in front, and actually the 2 in front, and place spruce trapdoors off of them. Extend both of those trapdoors to the left by 2. Underneath the front left spruce trapdoor of that, you're going to place a pale oak fence gate off the side of this dark oak plank. Extend it forward by 2. Then you're going to count down a block on the roof, and in line with that front pale oak fence gate, you'll place another and extend it forward by, forward by 2. And then you'll count down another roof layer, which would be to this dark oak plank, not this stair. You're going down, basically, until you have something below you. And then you'll place a pale oak fence gate and extend it forward by 2. And yeah, that is that part done. That is everything on, like, this lower roof. I think done. Like, it should be everything on the front actually done, other than the actual porch, which we can do now. So if you clear your inventory and get out the following: barrels, beehives, oak stairs, and oak slabs, we can finish this and actually do one thing on the left really quick as well. I guess we'll start with the left because I just said left of the porch. You want to take, out of the 4 warped planks to the left of this quartz pillar, you want to take the right one of the center 2 and place a beehive on that first one. Trace it all the way back, and then right by 1 and place an upside down oak stair facing left. Right of it an upside down oak slab, and then right of that an upside down oak stair facing right. And then you should have 1 yellow terracotta visible, fully visible, before the door. On the right side of the porch, you want to head outside, and where you have this gap between the fences, you're counting over by 2 to this one. And on the floor extending right, you're going to place 4 barrels. Like so. As mentioned, there is something on the left side we can do. If you head to the left side where you have like a million windows, you're going to take not the front one, but the one behind it, and just off the brick below, you're going to place sideways barrels. Generally, with the Hello Neighbor houses in general, I place barriers like below the windows so you can jump in. I didn't for this house, but that also was because I wasn't really thinking about that. But that is an option if you want to. I don't know if you can in the game jump through the windows. No, I think you can. I don't remember, though. It's been a while since I actually played Secret Neighbor and wasn't just... Well, no, I guess I would have actually experienced that when I was building. But either way, it's been a while. You can clear your inventory and get out the following: smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz slabs, stone blocks, stone slabs, mangrove stairs, spruce fence gates, spruce trapdoors, and white carpet. Do we want to get out something else? Hold on, I'm just checking. No, we'll wait. Although that section will be interesting. Anywho, if you take the garage door here, you want to take the... You want to take, I guess, the quartz pillar to the right of it, this bottom one, and extend it out with 4 smooth quartz blocks. In addition, the quartz pillar to the left, which is actually going to be part of this yellow, like, curve section, you're going to just bring this out with 2 smooth quartz blocks. You'll then place 4 smooth quartz slabs in front of those block rows on either side, and you'll connect all the smooth quartz together with the same block out of stone instead. Or slab. Slab, block, stair, whatever. Same thing. Same shape. Yeah, I guess slabs and blocks are technically different shapes. I mean, they are. There's no technically. Anyway. We're gonna head up and do the little balcony here on the right side. So, if you start from the front left-hand spruce plank, you want to count back by 3 and place a mangrove stair facing back. On top of it, a spruce fence gate that is open towards the front. Behind this mangrove stair, you'll have a mangrove stair facing forward. Right of that one, a stair facing right. Behind that one, a stair facing back. And then left of that one, a stair facing left. Out of these 4 stairs, the back right one you'll place a white carpet on top of, and every other one will just be spruce trapdoors. Behind the back right stair on this 2x2, you'll place another mangrove stair facing forward with a spruce fence gate above it opened backward. So you open it if you were looking backwards, I guess, would be the most logical way to describe that. Anyway, we can start... I believe we did it like this on Act 3, but I don't actually remember because Act 3 was like 2 years ago, or maybe almost 3, I don't remember, it's been a while. For these overhanging sections where we end up having, like, undersides, we're going to just fill them in, and then, you know, worry about it from there. So, get out spruce planks, stripped dark oak wood, pale oak trapdoors, not fence gates, I don't know where fence gates came from. Dark oak trapdoors, dark oak fence, dark oak stairs, and we're just going to go dark oak slabs. We'll probably get more as we go here, but just to start. The underside of this section that overhangs on the back right, you're going to fill in with spruce planks in line with the quartz pillars. I feel like most of the floors in this house are spruce. Not all of them, I know there's a couple that aren't, but I feel like most of these overhanging, like the top floors are. I could be wrong now. Again, it's been a minute. If you were looking towards the, I guess, left side of the house, technically, or I guess actually at the right side, again, we're going to do the thing where, you know, looking forward would be left, or towards the front of the house is left, and etc. If you take the front left-hand quartz pillar, which is this one, you want to count back 2, right 2, and connect this block down to the ground with stripped dark oak wood. From the front right quartz pillar, you're counting left by 4, back by 1, and extending this block down to the ground with stripped dark oak wood as well. The first pillar you placed going right of the top block, you're placing an upside down dark oak stair facing right, and then an upside down dark oak slab. Behind this top block, you're placing a dark oak plank. Going down diagonally left and back from it with an upside down dark oak slab, which is then also getting brought back diagonally left again. So it should look like this. Technically it would be like this, but because of the trapdoors we're going to place in a sec, we can't really do that. Off of the back of the opposite pillar, which is the right one, you're going to take the top block and go back with 2 dark oak planks and a dark oak slab, I believe. Yeah. Underneath the first plank, you'll also have an upside down slab. Counting down to the, what is it, the 5th down? Yes, the 5th stripped dark oak wood down, you're going to place off the back of this a dark oak fence. Extend it up, right, back, up 2, right, back, up. You'll get used to this pattern fairly quickly, hopefully, because it'll also be used on the inside. You have 5 rows of spruce planks, and you want to essentially split this up to where the dark oak and pale oak are even. It's 2 rows of pale oak and 1 row of dark oak per time. I'm just saying that so you kind of know in general, but essentially going left to right, you're just placing a row of dark oak trapdoors through the center over under the spruce, and then the other 4 rows would be pale oak trapdoors. Again, try to keep them all facing the same way. Doesn't matter section to section, but at least in a section they should be facing the same way, because it'll definitely mess with you if it isn't. Like, you'll notice it. But yeah, it should look like that. Don't know why that pattern is used everywhere, but it is, so. Briefly get out white banners, and we're going to do one thing on the, well, we're going to head to the back. We'll do one thing and then switch to something else, probably. Well, not actually. We're just going to get these banners in. It is between the last 2 windows on the, like, if you're heading right along the back, these 2 windows closest to that door there. It's going to be, I believe, directly between them, right? Yeah, directly between them off the bottom 2 red concrete. You'll just place a couple of white banners. You can head back up a little bit, and on the left and the right segments here, oh, they're actually different. Wow. Get out warped planks, and on the underside here on the left between the quartz pillar, you're placing spruce planks, and on the right, you're placing, as I just mentioned, warped planks. I almost just said quartz planks. Those don't exist. Kind of wish they did, though. The pattern will be going front to back this time, so there are rows of 4, so it'll be dark oak trapdoors going up the left and right, and then just 2 rows of pale oak trapdoors in the center. Wow, already 26 minutes in. At least we'll be able to finish the house based on the pace we're at. Like, the house itself, I mean, not the terraforming. Although, maybe if we get the fence mark, that would be cool. Oh, there's that here, too. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, Lord. That's fine. We'll get to that in a sec. We'll actually come back to this one because of that particular reason. I don't feel like doing all that right now. The greenhouse is an interesting case. So we're gonna not, like, actually fill in the underside of it. You're gonna just place off the red concrete, and it's gonna be annoying because you're gonna have to crouch place. But if you start from the left here, it'll be 2 pale oak trapdoors, and then dark oak trapdoor, and etc. just going across. And yeah, you'll just have to crouch place all of these. Again, not ideal, but I know it's like birch and muddy mangrove roots or something. And instead of trying to give you that split, we'll just worry about that once we actually do the walls inside. And that'll help us place the muddy mangrove roots, since again, they ideally should be upward facing. But yeah. I guess we could always slash fill them as well. You should have this. You can get rid of your white banners and get out dark oak planks. And just to the right of this leftmost window here, you want to count right from the bottom of it by 2 and then down by 2 to this quartz pillar corner. Place an upside down dark oak stair off of it facing forward. Plank on top. Stair facing into the wall on top. Bring it towards you with an upside down dark oak stair. Up with a plank. Up with a stair facing into the wall. Towards you with an upside down dark oak stair, and then up with a dark oak plank. You'll have to crouch place it off the trapdoor again. And you'll have to break a trapdoor. Since we did them first, I guess. From the bottom of this wall, you'll take the left quartz pillar and count right to the 5th red concrete and place an upside down dark oak stair facing back. Extend it up with 3 planks and then a stair facing into the wall. This one's different though, so don't get ahead. Because from it, this stair, you want to go forward diagonally right with an upside down stair. Then up with 3 planks. Up with a stair. Forward diagonally right with an upside down stair, and then up with 2 planks. From the center row of 3 planks here, you're going to take the very center of that 3 and extend this plank left with a fence. Then bring it up 2. Left 1. Up 2. And again, you'll break the trapdoors. This gap will be filled in later. Don't worry about it. But it is there, so I guess keep that one in mind. That should be everything, other than there's a couple things in that corner there. And obviously the actual main roof itself, which I'm trying to put off for as long as possible, if you couldn't tell. We can do this corner. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. So clear your inventory and get out the following. Light blue terracotta. That's shocking to see for some reason. Smooth quartz stairs. Smooth quartz slabs. Warp stairs. warped slabs. Acacia sign. That is so close, yet so far. Acacia trap door. And I'm not going to worry about those, but I am going to worry about this. So get out a pale oak stair and pale oak trapdoors again. So on this side here, you want to take the wall of yellow terracotta that actually has some windows on it that are below the quartz pillar line. So it's basically those two brick-filled windows. And you want to be in the corner, I guess, between those walls and count over to the 5th brick that's visible. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and extend it out with 2 light blue terracotta. And then a smooth quartz stair. Extend that smooth quartz stair right with 3 warp stairs and then another smooth quartz stair. Bring that end stair back with 2 light blue terracotta. And then on the light blue terracotta closest to you, you're going to do kind of the same thing with the stairs where you're placing a smooth quartz stair on top of either one and connecting them together with warp stairs. Bring the light blue terracottas against the wall up with a light blue terracotta and then a smooth quartz slab. And connect those together with warp slabs. On the other wall, which is this shorter yellow wall, well, shorter in like left to right length rather than up and down length, you want to count up to the 6th yellow terracotta, like up against the quartz pillars. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And you want to count over to the 5th. So this will be the first that I'm already on. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And you're going to break it. It should actually be directly in the center of the wall, funnily enough, because you have 4 yellow both left and right. But in this gap, you're going to place a smooth quartz block out of slabs. Acacia sign off of that block, and then below it off this yellow terracotta, you're placing an acacia trapdoor off the top half. Head over to the balcony on the back, and this is where like most of the hell will be happening. Is there anything on, well, there is something on this one, but is there anything we can do right now? Nope. Okay, I just remembered that was there though. Head into this warped floor one, and if you're looking towards the front of the build still, which is the actual front, you want to take the, from this perspective, the back left-hand warp, which is this one. You can see where I'm standing. In it, you're placing an upside-down warp stair facing back, and then behind that, an upside-down warp stair facing into the previous one. Extend those right with another set of stairs. And then to the right of the back upside-down warp stair, you're placing a pale oak stair facing left, with a pale oak trapdoor on top of it that's open up against the kind of flat side of the stair. If you want, you could even do it like this, or use a door there, just for a little bit more of like a consistent texture on that side, but I don't really care that much, frankly. Finding Frankie. Anyway, Frankie's aside. Clear your inventory and get out the following now. This part is so weird. Scaffolding, it's not yet though. This part's fine here. Cyan carpet. Warp fence, that's kind of weird, but you'll see why it's weird. Spruce stairs. Mangrove stairs. And spruce fence gates, and we'll just go with that for now. Off of this warp stair table, you're taking the like wall, side up against the wall and extending this stair towards you with a scaffolding with a cyan carpet on top of it. Heading back to the back yellow terracotta wall, you want to be just right of the door, and you're going to place warp fence going up until you run into where the pale oak trapdoor won't allow you to place, which is right there. But yeah, imagine you could actually place it there, because like there's technically room. Obviously when you do that there isn't, but I know there's a couple things that behave like that with trapdoors. Like I'll actually show an example right now. Lever, and then obviously if I open that, then the lever disappears. Anyway, heading up to the other balcony now briefly, you want to be again still looking at the red concrete wall, and you want to be on the 3rd red to the left of the birch door, and you're going to place an upside down spruce stair facing left. Left of it, an upside down stair facing right, and then you'll extend that towards you with another set of stairs facing towards you still. Or, oh, towards each other, I should say. Or the same direction, whatever. To the left of this front row, you'll place a mangrove stair facing right with a spruce fence gate on top of it open to the left. Remember that design if you can for that chair, because that one I know gets used a lot in the interior. Okay, I can't put this off any longer, so let's start questioning things. We're going to use all slabs here where we use blocks, just because it's going to be easier for my mind. So if I say a block version, you're like, what? It's a slab. We're just build it with the slabs. You want to get out the following. Dark oak trapdoors, bamboo slabs, acacia slabs, smooth quartz slabs, bamboo stairs, warp stairs, smooth quartz stairs, waxed copper trap doors, and we're just gonna go with that, or are we gonna get out one more thing? We're gonna get out pale oak fences as well. So heading back to the other balcony, you want to take the right quartz pillar here that is just kind of, you know, chilling here in the center. And from it, you're gonna count back diagonally right by 1 and place 2 dark oak trapdoors extending right. You'll then count right by 2 from that and back by 1, and extending forward, you're placing 2 bamboo slabs. Left of that front one, an acacia plank that's brought forward 1. And then from that, you're going up diagonally left with a bamboo slab that's also brought forward 1. You're going, when I say up diagonally left with the slabs, it's going to be by half a block each time. So essentially, you're going up diagonally left from those bamboo slabs with acacia slabs that are technically on the same y-axis. They're just upside down instead. Then, because you only count on the front one, you'll go up diagonally left with a smooth quartz slab. Then up diagonally left with a bamboo slab from that quartz that's brought back by 2. And then from the back 2, you'll go up diagonally left with bamboo stairs facing right. Left of them, you'll have upside down stairs facing left, still of bamboo. On top of those stairs, you'll place warp stairs facing left. Left of those, upside down smooth quartz stairs. Up from the smooth quartz stairs, you can kind of see how they're facing. And then from the front smooth quartz stairs, specifically this top one, you'll go left with 2 waxed copper trapdoors off the top half of the block. And you'll have to crouch place them as per usual. Extend those up with more trapdoors like so. And then you'll bring those trapdoors back with the top ones, back with bamboo slabs. Then you're going up diagonally back with acacia slabs. Then up diagonally back by 2 with bamboo. And then you'll bring the bamboo back a row. The right one you'll bring back with an upside down, or yeah, upside down slab. And the left one will be an upside down stair facing right. You will have to break a pale oak trapdoor for that one, but that's fine. Brief intermission from that absolute nightmare. You can head back over to the smooth quartz stair row here, and off the front smooth quartz stair, this bottom upside down one that's closest to you, you'll bring it down to the actual dark oak fences with pale oak fences. You can then clear your inventory and get out the following. This will start us on the actual roof itself as well. Diorite stairs, waxed weathered cut copper stairs, nether brick stairs, nether brick slabs, dark oak trapdoors, bamboo trapdoors, and anything else? Doesn't look like it, no. Well, I guess spruce fence, and I think that should be everything. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't believe that I am, no, because we would have done everything else there, so. Cool, that should finish the house, which is actually just in time. We're like getting that video length where it's getting close to winding down, and we're close to winding down. Anyway, from the top of this, you'll take the top upside down bamboo slabs here. And specifically the front one, you'll bring up diagonally right with a diorite stair facing left. Extend that diorite stair forward by 1, and then you'll bring each of those stairs right with upside down diorite stairs. Up with diorite stairs. Left with your copper, or right with your copper stairs, excuse me, I ain't saying that whole name. Up with this copper. Right. And then up again, and that should connect you into the birch door if you've done everything correctly. If you didn't, that's unfortunate, honestly. It's okay, I was also confused doing that, so. You want to, well, that's honestly this part done, and that should be all the supports of the house as well done. I don't think we have anything else done. I know that wasn't actually supports there, but, you know, there wasn't any other sections that I was aware of that needed them, so, yeah. And then I will do a quick check, because there's one area I do want to confirm we have everything in before I end. But yeah, you want to head to the little gate here that leads up onto the actual roof. And if you take the dark oak stair, like, kind of behind these pale oak trapdoors, you'll bring it up with a nether brick stair facing right. You'll then do the same thing where you're going left with upside down stairs facing left and then up with stairs facing right until you have to break through the oak stair, which you will, and then you'll stop there. You don't want to break the upside down oak stair, or do you? I do have the upside down oak stair broken. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to just electrify like underneath this oak stair here, and then I can just go boop. And can I place it from this angle? I don't know if I can. Nope. Okay, well, that's unfortunate for me. I might be a little stuck. There we go, I got it. Yeah, having an elytra there is like really helpful. Not the reason I wear them, they're just a lot, it's a lot easier to move like this rather than like this, you know? Or I just like it more, something like that. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. From that top stair, you're gonna count forward diagonally left, and you'll break this dark oak stair and replace it with a nether brick stair. Slab on top of it. And then you're going to keep going, or you're going to basically go up diagonally right, just along the curve of the roof 4 times, or 3 times, actually. 1, 2, 3. Then on the next part, you'll place nether brick stair, and you're going to do the same thing with nether brick stairs. Now, obviously you have upside down nether brick stairs and stuff, so you're going to be doing this. And each time you hit, like, this point, you see where I'm in line with these dark oak stairs, and if I place a nether brick stair here, it's off. I'm going to just kind of push the top stair back. Basically, the first stair that has to or won't be up against the roof, you'll bring back. And you're keeping this going until you're going to be further up than the roof, I know. So if I take this point here, is it this one? Yeah, you see where I am right now, where I'm in line with the planks and slabs. I'll have 3 of each stair, so it'll end with an upside down nether brick stair, and you can kind of see where that position is. It's a little bit higher than this roof, but it's not all that much higher. And again, it looks like that. It's a little janky, but what can you do, honestly? It's a game that does not like diagonals, trying to be forced to like the diagonals. On top of the upside down nether brick stair, this top one, you'll place a dark oak trapdoor and extend it right by 2. Extend each of those towards the actual front of the build, which would be backwards from our perspective, by 3 each, and it should be on top of the actual main roof now. These trapdoors, the back 2 specifically, you're going to extend left by 1 row and right by 6. Then right of that, you're going to place dark oak trapdoors off the top half of, like, this block here, just over the dark oak planks. And then right of that, you're going to place 4 dark oak trapdoors. It'll just sit directly on top of these slabs. And that row of 4 can be brought forward and backward an additional row. Okay, directional things. Hold on. Sure, not ideal, but it works. Yeah, again, try to keep them the same direction as much as you can. Like, those being different is kind of annoying me, actually. So let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Anyway, left of this original little pathway you made, you're placing dark oak trapdoors, again, off the top half of where the dark oak is, and it's kind of down diagonally from the previous stuff. You'll then go left from each of those with 2 dark oak trapdoors. And then left from specifically the back row with 4 bamboo trapdoors. And then 4 dark oak trapdoors. Extend these dark oak trapdoors forward by 1 row and back by 2 rows. It should still be centered on the spine of the roof, as I'm calling it. I don't think that's the official term. It just kind of sounds cool, so... Tracing where the bamboo trapdoors are through this dark oak trapdoor section, you're going left here with 4 additional dark oak trapdoors. Then back diagonally left 1. Left by 3. And then back diagonally left 1. There's not a ton on this portion of the roof. There's a little bit, though. Where you have the lever on the opposite side of this chimney, off the bottom row of brick here, you're going to place 2 dark oak trapdoors extending off the left of each of them. And where the dark oak trapdoors overhang, you'll just place some spruce fences. From... what do we want to even use here? Let's use the, like, front of the build. So if you kind of walk towards the front, which is backwards from our angle, you want to take the 3rd row down of the spine. So it's this row of slabs is the first one. Technically that plank is first. But we're calling this the first behind the prismarine brick. This row of plank second, this row of slabs third. You're leaving the front 3 slabs alone and then breaking the next 3 slabs, along with the next 3 planks. To the left of this, you're going to leave the, I guess, back 2 planks open here on this row, and then the front 4 blocks in line, or front 3 are getting broken, except not the frontmost, so it's, I guess, just 3 in front of those 2, and then again, this one's okay. And then from that row of 3, the frontmost one is getting broken left again. Right of that, you're breaking the middle 4, which is leaving 1 off the either side, I guess. And then right of that, you're breaking the middle 2. That's all on the roof. And this is helpful for us to have because we can actually use this to mark the next thing. So if you take the dark oak plank here just at the beginning of it, you want to count... Hold on, it's forward by 2, I think. Yeah, forward by 2, I couldn't tell from my angle. And then left by 2 when placing a nether brick slab on top of this dark oak stair. You can see where that is positioned in particular in comparison to the little lever there. If you're now looking at this side of the roof, you're going down diagonally right with nether brick slabs until you are, and again, it's by half a block each time, just following the shape of the roof, until you're a full block away. There's like 1 block between you and where the blue concrete powder sits as far as like this kind of line. Essentially, if this made a line through the roof, you'd have a gap between you and that. So you should end up right there. And then from that, you'll go down diagonally left, doing the same thing. Actually, I have to go there, don't I? Yeah. Until you are on top of the oak stairs. Just like so. Nice. And I believe that's the build done. Now, again, I want to check a couple minor things real quick, just off the top of my head. But, yeah, so next part, we are going to start doing the fencing and probably do the entirety of the shed. I think we're going to rock out the interior of that as well as we build it, just because there's no real reason in waiting. It's a singular room and it's not really complicated. And then after that, it'll be probably terraforming and then fence. At least, I don't know. I've changed it like 3 times, so that still could be wrong because I'm not recording back-to-back today. So, at least for this particularly, I'm recording back-to-back tutorials. But yeah, anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 5 of the neighbor case complete. Boom, that's nice. Honestly, if you don't want anything else, then get out of here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, interior will probably be, if I had to guess, the shed is going to be 1 part. I'm guessing like 3 parts from now. So I'm guessing part 9 will be the start of the interior, or 8, depending on, it's going to be either 8 or 9. Unless I'm horrendously wrong and it somehow ends up being 7. If we finish the whole fence in a part and like the terraform, I'd be kind of shocked. But anyway, with that being said, I think also if you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.